Hello, everyone. Brett McCrae here on Northern Ag TV, broadcasting from the Montana Grain Growers Association's annual convention here at the Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls. What a great convention we have here, and I'm talking now with the planner of it all, MGGA Vice President Klayton Lohr, a farmer from Shelby. So, Klayton, as I mentioned, you're the one who kind of planned this convention and put it all together. Tell me a little bit about what that took and how it came together here at the Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls.
Sure. So it was quite a process, but I really put a focus on motivation and mental health sort of speakers this year, along with some of our usuals like marketing and things of that nature. And I tell you, even though I'm the one who kind of puts it together, it's great to have a lot of guys came to me last year with ideas for people that could speak, and then a lot of them too I've seen speak at other events like with Farm Bureau and things like that. And so just being involved, that helps with planning a convention. And like I said, there's no shortage of help and ideas from all of the rest of the people involved too. So.
Absolutely. And as the planner of this convention, in your opinion, what are some of the big highlights that are going to go on this week?
One of them just happened with Matt Rush. He's a great speaker. Some other highlights are our motivational speaker tomorrow morning is a native Montanan from up in Libby, so he's going to be great. I got a mental health speaker for tomorrow, Wednesday evening, who's right from Toole County, where I farm. And so there's just a lot of local feel, which I love. And then the other highlight is tomorrow night at the end of it all. I got karaoke coming in, so I hope you got a song picked out and you're ready to roll.
Yeah, well, I'll have to think of a good one. I want to kind of drill down into that mental health topic a little bit. Talk about your journey maybe on that subject and why you wanted to include it here at the Grain Growers Annual Convention.
Big reason why I wanted to include it is I just came off of a fourth-year drought and not a lot of crop and, some quality issues. And the 3 years prior to that, we didn't hardly cut anything. And so that starts to wear on a guy. And even though sometimes financially you come out okay with some safety net programs, this year was not one of those years because we started out looking so good, and so put all the inputs into it for planning on a good crop, and it didn't happen. And so it's just a big part of, the first things first, you got to be able to get out of bed in the morning and feel like you have a purpose. And so that's really why I've taken that focus with this convention.
Absolutely. To conclude here, talk about maybe some of the big policy issues that Grain Growers is going to be focusing on during this convention.
Sure. A couple of them that just come to the top of my mind. One has to do with some disposing of CO2 onto public lands down in Carter County there. That's been a topic of discussion at all the conventions I've been around this year. So that's going to be one. Another one will be discussing some upcoming legislation in the state legislature in Helena. There's talk of all of the state leases for ag leases. They want to get them all out of crop share, no more crop share, and all cash leases. And so there's a lot of different opinions on that, and so we'll hash that out in our resolution sessions and committee meetings and kind of see where we want to go with that. So those are the two that come to mind right off the top of my head. But
again, that's Klayton Lohr, a farmer from Shelby, Montana, and Vice President of the Montana Grain Growers Association. From the Montana Grain Growers Annual Convention here in Great Falls, I'm Brett McCrae on Northern Ag TV.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
talking with someone that you know is stressed out. Those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Hi everyone, Brett McCrae here, back on Northern Ag TV with your markets from the Montana Grain Growers Association Annual Convention. Well, cattle futures were higher on Tuesday. On Monday, we did see some profit taking from those futures, but yesterday, those traders were back in an optimistic mood in the cattle market. Cash cattle trade last week averaged $189 for live deals and $298 on the dress basis, a substantial increase over the previous week. And again, it looks like feeders are hoping for higher prices once again this week. Cull cows at the Billings Livestock Auction on Monday the Billings Livestock Commission on Monday from 110 to 124, and bulls from 145 to 150. Slaughter lambs $15 to $30 higher at the public auction yards on Monday. 60 to 69 pound lambs from 218 to 269. 70 to 79 pound lambs from 206 to 231. And wheat markets were higher on Tuesday as well. Some bullish influences came from the news out of Russia, which announced an increase on the country's wheat export tax and a reduction in its export quota going forward. The dollar index was lower yesterday as well, and crude oil higher to support the oilseed markets there. Thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. I'm Brett McCrae.